Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're thinking about making the sacred Pind Daan pilgrimage from Malaysia, you know it's a huge, deeply personal journey. This guide is here to help you through it all, from the practical money side of things to the really profound spiritual prep. The whole idea is so you can start this journey feeling totally confident. So, let's dive in. This journey is so much more than just a trip. It's truly a profound calling from deep within. It's a sacred duty, a beautiful way to honor your ancestors and to feel that powerful connection to your roots, bridging that whole ocean between Malaysia and the holy lands of India.
And look, I get it. Trying to balance the spiritual side with all the practical logistics, it can feel like a lot. You might be wondering, where do I even start? But hey, don't worry, we're going to walk through it together, step by step, starting right at the heart of the pilgrimage itself.
All right, first up, let's break down the costs for the sacred Pind Daan ritual. This is really the core of your journey, the main offering that's performed by learned Pandits right there at a holy site.
So, for a standard essential Pind Daan ritual in holy cities like Kashi, what many people call Varanasi, or in Prayagraj, you're looking at a starting point of around 340 Malaysian Ringgit. This usually covers the Pandits' fees and all the materials you'll need for the ceremony. Okay, but what if you want something more elaborate? Maybe a multi-day ceremony, especially in a place like Gaya, which is considered the most sacred place for Pind Daan. Well, in that case, the cost can go up to around 1,490 ringgit, and that higher number just reflects the more extensive rites that are done at several different sacred spots.
This table here gives you a really nice side-by-side comparison. You can see that for that base price, around RM 340, you can get a complete ritual done in either Varanasi or Prayagraj. And what's interesting is the Prayagraj service often includes the boat ride out to the Sangam. Gaya's wider price range, that just shows you have the option for those more extensive 3-day ceremonies.
Okay, so now that we've got a handle on the ritual costs, let's zoom out a bit and see how this all fits into your total travel budget. We're going to cover everything now, from the flights you'll take to your daily expenses.
All right, let's talk flights. When you're flying in, Varanasi is often your most budget-friendly option, with fares sometimes starting as low as 586 ringgit. Now, of course, these prices can change, but this table gives you a really solid baseline to start your planning.
And when it comes to a place to stay, there are options for literally every budget. Seriously. You can find simple, clean guest houses for as little as 70 ringgits a night. Or, if you want a bit more comfort, you can go for a mid-range or even a luxury hotel. The choice is completely yours.
And of course, don't forget to budget for the day-to-day stuff. Things like getting around in auto rickshaws, enjoying some wholesome meals, and maybe setting aside a little extra for charity or some personal offerings. Factoring these in will give you the full picture.
Now, if all that planning sounds like a bit much, and you'd rather not have to worry about booking every single thing separately, there's a great solution. All-inclusive packages can make the whole process incredibly simple.
So let's look at two of the most popular ways to do this. You could go for a really focused 2-day package in just one city, like Prayagraj or Varanasi. Or, if you're looking for that complete pilgrimage experience, you could choose the 5-day tour that covers all 3 major holy sites, Prayagraj, Varanasi, and Gaya.
So, that 2-day package, for instance, costs around 650 ringgit, and get this, that covers the Pind Daan puja, a comfortable hotel stay, and all your local travel for 2 people. It's a super focused and really efficient way to do it. And for those who really want that full immersive experience, the comprehensive 5-day tour is about 1,730 ringgit per person. This one is pretty much all in, covering the rituals in all 3 cities, your hotels, and all the travel between cities in a private car. Okay, we've talked a lot about the numbers, the logistics, all the planning, but now I want us to shift our focus. Let's talk about the spiritual heart of this journey and an offering that goes way beyond any budget you could ever make. After all this talk about ringgit and rupees, the sacred texts, the Puranas, they remind us of something really profound. The most important, the most essential part of this pilgrimage, well, it's something that simply cannot be bought with money. And this brings us to an idea that is absolutely crucial. The Puranas are very, very clear that any and all expenses for the Shraddh have to come from what's known as Shukla wealth. That means money that you've earned honestly, through your own hard work and your own integrity. So the message here is crystal clear, right? The purity of the money you use is everything. Our sages teach that a shraddha that's performed with impure wealth, it just doesn't reach the ancestors. It is the honesty, the integrity of your effort that truly, truly matters. You see, the ritual itself is built on these core principles that connect all of us who follow Sanatana Dharma. There's the offering of the pinda, that ball of rice flour that nourishes the ancestors. There's facing the sacred south, the direction of the ancestors. There's wearing the sacred thread in a specific way called pratyavita, draped over the right shoulder. And of course, offering a water libation, or tarpan, to quench the thirst of departed souls. These elements create this beautiful shared tradition of reverence.
And this, right here, is what we have to remember. While all the planning is great for peace of mind, the real offering is your shraddha. It's your faith, your sincerity, your devotion. Your presence there and your heartfelt prayers, that is the most precious Pind Daan of all.
So as you start to put your budget together and sketch out your itinerary, just take a quiet moment and think about this question. Beyond all the logistics, beyond all the expenses, what is the love, the purity, and the sincerity that you are going to bring to this sacred journey? Because that is the offering your ancestors are truly waiting for.